Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Saquon Barkley. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 23.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jones now on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right.
Throwing again, Jones. He's going to float this one deep right side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
A pass down the middle is fought for and hauled in. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
49ers.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Ball carrier.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers! George Kittle, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
54, right there, 54 Mike. Check cross.
To throw again, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Let's go, D. 54 Mike. Check. Watch this.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now Garoppolo taking a shot for Samuel. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
13. Giants nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd down and 8. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
On the carry.
2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And that will be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. The speedster, Dante Pettis, back deep to return. It's taken to the 26. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
28-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
for a Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports.
20, Giants nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
their own.
Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down by.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
What a breakout season Raheem Mostert had in 2019, and now he's got a chance to be the lead back for his team. In fact, he spent time in the offseason bulking up, trying to get stronger to absorb the extra hits and be available for more snaps. He wants to be a guy who carries the ball from game 1 all the way through game 16 in the regular season.
10 more there and another first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones, and he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 40.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Looking deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. They needed a yard. They got it. 1st down. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He was brought down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Here's Tevin Coleman, now in his 2nd year with the Niners. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 49ers' 6-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Another try for Barkley. And look at this, for the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
From the gun, Jones. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
9-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says,
First half going my way. I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave them with a third and about 3 to go.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A play fake from Mostert, now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
The keeper. Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. On the counter, here's Coleman. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Tate on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well, and if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
Jones throwing on first down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. He's got it. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down. And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready to get this next drive started, the New York offense at the line. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, Kai just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I like how they started the 3rd quarter here. They forced a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. He'll fire this deep for Ayuk. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
He gets this away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 20.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jones, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
21, 65, 65. Check three. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Hey, watch the slant. Hey, gun. Mike 5-4.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
On the keeper. Thrown away and incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 yards.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
I couldn't quite hear, but I can imagine it was a big look out to the quarterback as Nick Bosa got to him yet again for another sack. The 2019 Defensive Rookie of the Year, he continues to make an impact.
And he's going to go down again.
Daniel Jones.
Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl when you have 4 in one game. I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. On first down, they go with Mostert again. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. 24 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Is good.
And it's up and good.
Niners 34. Giants 11.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended target, Saquon Barkley. And that'll make it 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
I got 15. I got 15. Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left. 3. Check back 33. Check back 33.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. You have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense called, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 45-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
And 14.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Looking for Shepard deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And
they fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Touchdown.
And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you, everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. A first down carry for Barkley. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point try good by Gano as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.